Bonsai, welcome back, or welcome to my channel if it's your first time here. My name is Tembi, and today I would like to talk about all things blue. Before I get started, I'd like to thank you for the response that I got in my All Things Silver video. Blue is also trending, just like silver is trending in 2026, and I would love to share some ideas of how you can incorporate this color into your spaces this year and beyond very tastefully, so that your spaces look timeless and they are spaces that you absolutely love. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I would like to start this video off by sharing the psychology of the color blue, just so it could give you a sense of how this beautiful color affects us as humans. So blue is associated with peace, tranquility. It reduces stress, relaxation, calmness, serenity. It's also cooling. It's also associated with intelligence and aids intuition. It's soothing. It creates order, reflection, and trust. And I think that I can make the conclusion that blue is a color that one should aspire to have if they have never thought about it. And so if you do not like the color blue, I hope that this convinced you to at least try small doses. And so we're going to begin with smaller doses. There's some of you that probably don't want to go overboard with this color, and I wouldn't encourage anybody to go overboard with anything. I think that the easiest way for you to incorporate this color into your spaces is by adding simple things such as vases, and they will help to give off the same effect. Just looking at a beautiful blue vase styled really beautifully either on your coffee table or on your window pane or window seal, as some of you might say, will give you the same effect of tranquility and peace and groundedness. Was grounded there? Ness on there? We'll just keep it there. Being grounded is on there. It'll also give you a cooling effect. But if you'd like to go a little bit further, you can include some dishware. I am aware that incorporating vintage dishware could be a risk depending on how it was created. I got some advice about making sure that the vintage dinnerware or dishware that I purchased does not have any traces of lead in it. I did a little bit of research to just make sure that I was safe. I don't necessarily buy too much dishware anyway, something that I'm going to be eating off of. I usually just stick to glass, but it can affect glass as well. So I learned from my research is if your dinnerware is hand painted and it wasn't placed in a kiln, then it might have some traces of lead. So make sure that you only leave that for decorative purposes. But for those of you that are looking for dinnerware, just make sure that it was purified in a kiln, or make sure that it doesn't have red dyes. So we're talking about blue, so I don't think that affects it that much, but just be on the lookout. Make sure that you do your research, and so that you're safe, so that you keep yourselves and your family safe. But with that being said, blue porcelain will look absolutely amazing. You can use it on your tablescapes, be it in the spring or summertime. I think that blue looks very, very beautiful during those seasons. I mean, you can even use it in the winter time and the fall, depending on what look you're going for. Fall, I would probably recommend that you try some browns. You mix it with some browns or some oranges, and it would look really beautiful. Even burgundy can work with blue. So another idea that I had was incorporating some bedding. I think there's nothing better than having really beautiful blue bedding in your spaces, especially during the winter time. In as much as it's a cool tone, most blues are cool. There are some that are on the warmer side. It just gives you that sense of tranquility, and I really love that. So you could either go for some patterns if you'd like to bring it out a little bit more in the spring, or you could go for one tone, or even mix your tones in your bedding, and that would look really beautiful. So having a beautiful tonal bedroom would look absolutely fantastic. And that's another direction that you can go as well, is you can make your spaces a lot more tonal. So if you happen to have blue furniture, painting your walls blue, color drenching that space would look absolutely amazing. So you could either color drench it in one tone and then maybe add a different tone of blue to your doors and door frames, and that would look really beautiful. And then you can incorporate more tones of blue into your spaces as well. And I think that will just make your spaces look a lot richer and give them a lot more depth, and even help them look a lot more luxurious, in my opinion. Now, something that I'm loving is incorporating blue with cream. And personally, this is one of the easiest ways that you can mix warm tones with cooler tones. So having the cream that is warmer with the blue. So if you have a cream space or cream walls, and then you incorporate a beautiful blue couch, that is just chef's kiss in my book. You can even go the other way around, have a blue room with cream furniture. Oh my gosh, and then basically just incorporate as much cream as possible into your spaces. That's going to look absolutely amazing. I wouldn't even mind trying that on an outfit. I'm getting so many ideas. Another color that looks amazing, absolutely amazing with blue, is brown. And like I mentioned with the dinnerware, if you incorporate the browns in there, it'll look amazing, but even in your spaces as well. So if you happen to have a lot of wood finishes, especially in the kitchen, for instance, or in your bedrooms, just incorporating some blue furniture or the blue bedding, if it's on your bed, if you can't really afford to switch up to buy new furniture, then that would look really, really beautiful. I think the richness of both colors just adds so much depth, and it creates a really beautiful cozy space as well. So blue and brown for the win. I think that that is absolutely fantastic. Now, if you'd like to include a color with blue that is more on the other side of the spectrum, you want pops of color, then incorporating blue with yellow would look really beautiful. I'd probably try that in a bathroom for some reason. Imagine having some gorgeous blue tiles. So be there subway tiles, or they could be the little skinny tiles, and then you incorporate a gorgeous yellow stool in the bathroom. That is if you have the space for it. I'm thinking, I don't know why I'm thinking in terms of people who've got mansions, but hey, one can dream, right? That would look really, really amazing. And you can do the same thing even in other spaces in your homes. If you have blue furniture, for instance, just incorporating some yellow in there would look really beautiful as well. The pop of yellow would brighten up the space for sure. And then you can also go in the direction of adding some rust in the space. You have to do it very tastefully, of course, because it can come off a little bit too tacky if you overdo it. So we just need small pops, little pops of the rust into your spaces, and you are good to go. Did I miss anything? Of course, you can paint your cabinets blue as well. That will still look really beautiful, and you can make it timeless, your kitchen's timeless, by ensuring that you incorporate other textures and tones into your kitchens as well, instead of just going for one major color. So if your cabinets are blue, your countertops could be something different. So either a lighter marble or a lighter granite, maybe even a deeper granite would look amazing. And then you can also add some browns in there as well, because I think that the brown will help to break it up a little bit more, and it will just make your space look a lot more designed. And that is basically it. Throw blankets, throw pillows in blue would be amazing. You could bring in some blue flowers in the springtime or summertime, and you are good to go. So that is everything that I have right off the top of my head to share with you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up. I know there's noise in the background, which is my cue to end this video. But yeah, give it a thumbs up, and also hype this video up if you can, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And I hope to see you all beautiful people in the next one. Bye everyone.